Hello, this is Will from Will to Trade. You can check me out at www.willtotrade.com. Fill out the form, get invited to a 2-week trial of our chat room, stock chat room. We talk about stocks every day, Monday through Friday, and the room, of course, is open to all the members 24/7. We give alerts out. I give alerts pre-market, during the market, and even in addition to myself giving out alerts, the other members are also setting alerts as well. Everyone's trying to help each other be the best trader that they can possibly be. I had a member that was in the room today. Again, today is Wednesday, June 15th, 2016, who said, "Hey, Will, I need like another 1% gainer. What do you got? What do you got? Can you find me a 1% gainer in the last 10 minutes of the market?" And immediately I'm thinking, there's no way I'm really gonna be able to find you a 1% gainer at the last 10 minutes of the market. It's just not gonna happen. There's just no way I can do that. But what I can do is I can find some earnings play that's about to go into earnings, or I should say actually something that's about to be released, and then try to figure out how to play it. Let me preface by saying that I don't ever try to play earnings before the earnings are released. It's literally just like, rolling the dice or flipping a coin. You may have better odds, going to Vegas at the roulette wheel or so, because you just, you never know what's going to happen. I want to wait for the earnings to come out, see the market's reaction to the earnings, and then try to figure out, okay, what direction can we go in? So I want to talk about a play here that I announced to a member, and this member was able to make $800 profit after hours, after the market even, technically closed. This is a pretty advanced play because you have to buy and sell during the after hours, and the stock that I'm about to show you really kind of zigzagged all over the place after earnings. And it was just something I had to really think fast on and try to figure out, okay, how can we play this for this particular member? So I have in front of us on the screen chart JBL. And right about at this moment, this is kind of where I initially saw it. JBL, had their earnings that were released, and it kind of fell down. As you can tell here, these dotted red lines actually show gaps. Okay, so it kind of gapped down, fell, gapped down, and fell. And when we talk about gaps, a lot of traders have a philosophy that gaps fill. Not every gap fills all the time. It's not 100%, but depending on the traders you talk to, they may tell you it's anywhere from 90 to 99%. There's some stocks that have charts with gaps that have never filled and probably never will fill, right? But then again, there's lots of stocks that have charts that can. So if you're looking at a chart, you may want to look at it with the concept that, we're probably going to fill some gaps here. Let's see where we can fill some gaps. So I'm going to walk you through the process that I analyzed to help this member make another $800 after the market closed. First, he asked for an opportunity. Second, I thought, okay, I got to find something that's in the earnings. Third, I just went to NASDAQ.com. You could go to other websites that talk about earnings, but it was just easiest just for me to go to NASDAQ, and I pulled a list of stocks that were releasing earnings today. I don't remember the exact number that came up. I want to say maybe 10 or 12, something like that. And then I jotted down all the list of all those stocks that were having earnings. Next on my list, I just went through every single one of those charts just to look to see, is there activity? Is there something happening? Is there movement up or down? I'm not predicting the earnings. I'm just looking at the reaction to the earnings. And the only chart that I saw that really had some activity was JBL. So I'm looking at the chart approximately at this point, and initially I'm thinking, this maybe is going to keep going down further and further. It could be a short opportunity, but let's just wait. But with the knowledge that there's gaps, and I don't know if you can really tell when you look at your screen here, but this grayed out area, this is not a candle. I purposely drew in a gray box. I don't know if it's the best way to draw it, but this is a gray box, and this is a gray box. These dotted red lines, this is a gap, this is a gap. So if you are looking at a chart with the philosophy that gaps fill, it probably could come to reason that the stock could rebound. Okay, it's possible. So let's just see how this stock unfolds minute by minute, and we'll see kind of where I alerted it and what my analysis was. So, okay, it looks like it's trying to fill this gap, but not quite there yet. Okay, next one is coming down. Next one's coming down. Doesn't look quite yet. Over here, over there. And I think probably right around this area, I said, you know what? If it gets up to this blue line, 1760, buy it. Because it came down so much with the two gaps that are there. It looks like it's trying to fight its way back up. It looks like it's filling the gap. But I wanted to see not just a fill of the gap, but a fill of the gap plus confirmation. And there's our confirmation. The top of this gap is approximately 1750, 1751. You know, I'm going for approximately 10 cents up, right? If I'm wrong and it continues to fall down, then you wouldn't actually enter the trade. So when we go forward, okay, not really quite, not really quite. It's getting really close here. It's getting really close. And then there, oh no, I should take it back. It's almost, and then by this point, it just pops right through. So it pops right through not only the gap fill is where it fills in this dotted red line area, but right around here, 1760 is where the member was able to get in. And there's actually a couple members that took this trade. So now we watch it and we just see what happens. Okay, it goes up. Notice this top red line is the second gap it's got to go to. Okay, it's if you're going with the philosophy that charts fill their gaps, it's getting close. The wick kind of goes through it. Let's see what happens. It filled the gap completely, and this other blue line is 1860. I don't think the member actually sold that high. I think he actually only sold at 18 before I had the chance to tell him to wait for it to at least get to 1820. But 1860 represents an entire dollar move in about 5 minutes or so here in the after hours. And I'll zoom out so you can see the whole chart at a glance to see it a little bit better. And then it kind of comes up and then it pulls back. So let's just kind of zoom out. And I think this is where the chart tells the story a little better. I wanted to kind of have a little drama unfold here. This is where it's really, really interesting, right? And actually, let's see if we can. Yeah, so it does, it's, all right, perfect. So it's kind of hovering around 1840s, gaps down in this dotted red line, pulls down, gaps down again, and it comes down. And then it's like, okay, well, we're coming up, we're halfway to filling the gap. Okay, we've completely filled the gap. Hey, we got a second gap to fill. Move, pushes through, fills this gap, pops up just a little bit above here. And then, okay, we did our job. We filled our gap. We're going to come back down. And then, interestingly enough, the last minute or so of the post market is like almost exactly completely filling this top gap. Where is the stock going to go tomorrow? I'm not really sure. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? I'm not really sure. And this play was, obviously a little more challenging. Obviously a little more an edgier play that I would normally alert. But just looking at the chart, right around here, it just seemed pretty obvious to me that we had not one but two gaps to fill. So let's go fill them, and let's make a little profit on the way up. And again, this particular trader bought right here at 18 or 1760, sold at about 18. He even sold like right around there. Even he sold a little early. He had a couple thousand shares, so he made $800. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you love the video, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you are interested in getting to our room so you can get these kind of alerts all day, every day, go to the site, willtotrade.com, fill out the form, and we'll get you all taken care of. Thank you so much. Have a great day.